I grab my quiver and my bow. It's my gearhead, don't you know? Climbing to the top with gearhead archery. Heart racing as I take aim, my spirit soaring high. As I release my arrow, reaching for the sky. In this world of chaos, I find my peace. Gearhead archery, my soul sanctuary. Each shot I take helps set me free with every. All right, welcome to this week's edition of Turkey Talk Radio, May 6th. How everybody doing today? It's the day after the Cinco thing, the Cinco de Mayo. I saw somebody put a thing of mayonnaise in the sink saying Happy Cinco de Mayo. I thought that was pretty good. Getting down to one of the last Turkey Talk radio shows of the year. Hey, Jeremy Lee, Racks and Tracks Taxidermy. I just saw it with Jeremy and everybody. Good evening, buddy. Good to see him. And Bree came over yesterday. They did some nice stuff. So we got a lot to talk about. It's probably gonna be a short show tonight because it's just gonna be us. So if you got any questions, if you're on the live stream, or you can text me, we can get going, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, we got the big turkey hunt coming up. I leave a couple days. So I'm gonna go to Wisconsin, and it's the big Gearhead Gobbler Getaway. That's right, the big Gearhead Gobbler Getaway. I'm gonna go hunt with Skippy up in Wisconsin for a few days, and then that'll be my last turkey season because I got to do some stuff to my shoulder, and then I am gonna get ready. Hey, Robert Nichols, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I am getting ready to get ready for the fall, but we got to talk about what's next after turkey season today. We're going to talk about mock scrapes, food plots, fishing, and other stuff. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, you can get a hold of me right here, and we can definitely talk about that since it's just going to be us today. So how about that? Turkey season is going to be winding down on May 17th. I'm getting a lot of emails from folks saying they're just not having luck with the toms coming into the decoys. You're going to get out tomorrow and see if I'm going to get out tomorrow and see if I can find a bird. There you go, Jeremy. I'm going to scoot that up a little closer and get in my range. Yeah, there you go. I hope you get a bird. I'm getting emails from folks saying toms are skirting the decoys. They're not coming in. They just sit out there. What I normally do in that situation, me too, brother. There you go, Robert. What I do in that situation is I usually switch my decoys up. Both of my Iowa birds I got with a 3/4 strutting DSD Jake, and then I had a feeding hen, and then I had a breeding hen in front of him, and they did finally come in and they did their thing, and I had a really good opportunity. I got both my birds. So when you get into a situation where if the toms are not coming in and you've been using those kind of decoy setups, switch it up. Go to either a single Jake. If it's me this time of year, yeah, I know, Kenny. I saw your email. You'd only have to tell me once, Kenny. You'll get them before the Friday of the game. It's only Wednesday. Yeah, I will call and make sure, but don't worry about it. I go to a hen. If you go to a single hen, a lot of times this time of year, you got to think about it. These toms they've been fighting, they've been breeding, they've been doing this for several weeks now. A lot of the toms don't want to get into it. They don't want to fight. So they're starting to lose that testosterone level inside of them. And that's when I will switch up this time of year to a single hen. If I see they're decoying, they're not decoying well. And then that's worked pretty well for me because I've taken a lot of birds with just a single hen. I really have. So don't be afraid to switch them up. And you could you're welcome, Kenny. You don't be afraid. You can put a feeding hen and like an alert hen out. I wouldn't put the breeding hen out if you don't have a Jake. But if put a couple feeding hens out and see if that pays any attention. Or myself, I'm going to use an alert hen and a feeding hen, and then that way, if a tom comes in and he sees them but he won't commit, then I'm just going to start clucking. I don't yelp a lot this time of year, and on my second bird, that's what worked really well for me. Hi, Hoyt, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Yelping early season, I can get them to get fired up and stuff, but then A lot of times they'll sit out there and just they won't commit, they won't come in. When I got them close enough to I can just reach down and that's all I do. And that seems to work really well because those are contentment sounds. If you ever notice when you got the hens coming into your decoys, you'll hear that little two one or two note little yelp, and then that you could do a purr. But that's really all I do this time of year. So early morning, you can throw some yelps out when they're on the roost and let them know you're there. And then if they get them to gobble, remember if you can hear them gobble, they're pretty close, especially when they're on the ground. Just kind of because they can hear that, as long as it's not super windy, and you should be okay. Uh, Sounds good, but well, it's okay, Hoyt. Again, never going to be confused with a world champion turkey caller, but that's okay. You don't have to be. So, I like to do the key and yelp that drives them crazy. There you go. But that little, I've the last 4 or 5 birds, that's what's got them to come in was, I'll start off in the mornings and then later on in the day, that's just that little, and like I said, you can do a cluck and a purr if you want to, but you don't have to. Anyway, try that up and see if that helps you out. Switching decoys, those can pay dividends for you. Daryl Adams, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Hey, Daryl, I threw that interview up with Dr. Meldrum from when I was doing Unknown Files every week. I don't know if you saw that or not. I got to watch that again. I was so glad I got to interview him before he passed away. What a nice man. So that's good. So if you haven't got your bird, hang in there. Our season in Iowa is going to be over on the 17th. So you got about a week and a half, and then you get out there. I will let you know what's going on in Wisconsin. Skippy said he's got some birds firing off in the morning, so that's a good thing. At least we know where there's some toms there, and hopefully we can get in there and double up and let those gearheads eat. Mother's Day is Sunday. Let's say a shout out to mom real quick. Don't forget to take care of mom. If your mom, God bless her, is still around, make sure you call her. I got my brother texted me a little while ago and said, your mom got her flowers. I always send, there you go, Daryl. I always send mom flowers every year. Just, and my mom told me something a long time ago. She goes, if you want to give me flowers, give them to me while I'm alive. Don't do it when I'm dead. And I said, Mom, I will always make sure you get flowers on your birthday and on Mother's Day. So just make sure mom's taken care of. And my mom's 6 hours away, so it's hard for me to take her out to dinner or whatever. But I can definitely pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Brett Graham, send my mom some flowers," and he always does that for me in St. Louis. Uh, what's this? He's gonna raise a hand and take him with him. Yeah, I think old Mister Green Jeans might not like that, Hoyt. That's pretty funny. We got the big Cubs Day Friday. We're gonna be out there. Probably be out there. Think gates open up at 6, and then first pitch is 7:10, I believe. So Andrew and I will be out there. Minerva Creek's gonna be out there. Brett was kind enough to donate a big game hoisting system. As we transition from the hey Jeff, how's it going, buddy? As we transition from turkey season over to getting ready for the whitetails and your fall bear hunts, elk, and all that other stuff, now's the time to get your stuff situated and ready. And we'll be telling you more about Minerva Creek as we go along. I'm just telling you, if you got a farm and or you got a place that you like, a lot of folks are starting to use their own processing, and that little single deal that Minerva Creek's got out there is super easy to use. It's got reverse letdown. When you let it down, it's so easy to crank that back down. we'll have Brett and the guys on the show later in the year to tell you about that. So we got mock scrapes. I've got all my lithium packs over there. My Reveal Tacticam lithium packs. I've got them on my multi chargers. I am going to get out there either tomorrow or Saturday. Excuse me. And I'm going to start doing my mock scrapes. Also, food plots. Now's a great time to get your food plots in. You know, your spring seeds, get your clovers, your small grains, those kind of legumes and stuff. Brassicas you don't want to do a lot. Now I have had some people tell me they're putting in brassicas now. Now, if you want to do that, I don't have a problem with that. God bless you. If you want to get your radishes and turnips and sugar beets and all that stuff, if you want to do that, I just I bet old Green Jeans never seen that before. Hoyt, I don't know if I would say that or not. What's up, Chris Leverdowski? I've heard some pretty crazy things in the turkey camps. So I saw a picture on Facebook yesterday that actually had some hunters posing with their toms, and the guy brought his pet tom with him, and he had them jump up on the rock behind him, a live tom. Yeah, so I've seen some crazy things lately. So never say never. That's all right. But lagoons, I like to get my lagoon summer stuff out now. And I typically don't put my brassicas, my beets, my turnips, my radishes and stuff. We don't usually get that out until 60 days before first frost. But you do whatever you want to do. It's your food plot, and I will support you 100% on your efforts. I'll say that a boy, like my buddy Dave Jones used to say. So we got mom. Take care of mom. We're gonna do mock scrapes. I've got to talk to Sean and Dawn at Jinxum. I've got some product in the refrigerator over here. I'm gonna probably use what I can to start my scrapes. I'm gonna start a mock where that big buck last year. If you listen to the radio shows, I had a really nice mature whitetail, 165 plus, and I could not get him to come into the decoys for nothing. I rattled, I grunted, I I used my doe bleats. I did everything I could, and it just not would not work. But I'm gonna start those mocks. I'm gonna put out 2 mocks on the other side of his regular scrape. I'm gonna leave his regular scrape alone until we get into October. When we get into that October, about October 10th, 12th, I'll start putting a little some hot dough or something in there, a couple of drips, and start getting him a little juiced up. But Andrew, what's going on, buddy? Andrew said he saw that. He thought that was cool. That was cool. It's just going. Why is he bringing his real Tom Turkey over here? So I don't know. So we'll switch over to we'll get the mock scrapes going. I will have Sean and Dawn on the shows here in a few weeks. We're going to do a scrapification or scrape education. We're going to talk about synthetics. We're going to talk about real deer pee. We're going to talk about the different things that they have that you can use to help build your activity on your farm where you deer hunt with the scrape stuff. It really helps you keep an inventory of what live deer you have going on in your woods. It also gives you an idea, of where you kind of want to put those stand placements and stuff. So we're going to talk a lot about that here in the next few weeks. I'm not going to take a break tonight because we're almost done. I told you tonight's going to be a short show. No show on Saturday because we got the iCubs event. Okay, so Andrew had to bugger off and do something. John, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Alfalfa has deep roots and white clover don't. So for places where they have drought, it's a good keep that in mind. Alfalfa is always good. Chicory's good. Chicory is a good drought resistant food plot plant. John, doing well, buddy. Had somebody asking me if Skip had a 20-inch pivot carbon. He has had a 20-inch pivot carbon. He just hasn't had the website updated. He's a one-man band. He's working 20 hours a week, and the website. He's trying to get somebody to help him with the website, but the website is not up to date. But if you are looking for a 20-inch pivot carbon, I got the 24. You can order those. Go on gearheadarchery.com or just call, and you'll talk to Skippy. But he's gotten 5 or 6 bows that he's finishing up. He'll have my new pivot carbon 24 he'll have that done either today or tomorrow or whatever. Because I'll bring that home with me and I'll just finish setting that up here. But we'll show you when we get up there. But it's going to be good. All right. Anybody got any questions? I know Kenny's looking for his baseball tickets. I did talk to the Cubs, Ken, so I'm sure they'll get those out in the next day or two. And hey, Kenny, listen, I'll have them get. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that right now. Here, forward. Forward. Andrew. Andrew, please see below. Will these be emailed or at will call? Okay, I'm gonna double check for the second or third time. So I just messaged the Cubs. So there you go. We'll find out. Hey, what is the brace height on your bow? On my bow, it's 7 inches. On that Pivot 20, he's got an 8.5 inch brace height on that Pivot 20, and he just built one for a guy that's got a 30-inch draw. A 20-inch actual bow with an 8.5 inch brace height for a 29.5, 30-inch bow, and that thing is so forgiving. Axle to axle is one thing, but brace height can have a lot to do with how forgiving your bow can be. And my bows are super forgiving. I know that one I sold Chris Leverdowski when I went to PA. He's still shooting it. That was a Disruptor 24 aluminum, and that bow set up great. Gearheads, I have not had any problem with Gearheads. I love their bows. I would not promote it. That is pretty wild, Hoyt. The beauty, I would not promote it if it wasn't a good product. I just won't do that. The nice thing about those Gearheads is the fact that you can sit on the ground. You can go to full draw. You don't ever have to worry about your bottom cam hitting the ground or any obstruction. If you're a saddle hunter in a tree stand and a ground blind, you got so much more maneuverability with those. And those are the most adjustable bows ever made. It's amazing. It's crazy. I did have some people asking me what kind of deer stuff we're going to be doing. I'm going to give away. I've got a hunting cheer stuff. I probably won't start giving the big ticket stuff away until July. But Winsent just came out with their brand new Winsent 3.0. Now this has got a remote control or a non-remote control option on these. These are actually the ones with the remote control. And I love this little thing. This thing is going to be so amazing. I've been using the Winsents since they came out, and I have seen them work multiple times. But we're going to be giving away a bunch of those, so you're going to get a chance. Jinxum Scents actually has scent cartridges for those, and you can buy them. You'll be able to buy them from Jinxum. You'll be able to buy them from Winsent too. But I'm just telling you, man. No noise, and it flies like, and it does. You mean shoots like a dream. I'm a Hoyt guy, but Gearhead is definitely going to be on. Well, Hoyt, that's okay, buddy. I mean, you got to, I listen. Well, no matter what you buy or shoot, I'm happy for you. I don't ever knock somebody else's bow or say anything. I mean, you got to shoot what you're comfortable with. I just wish everybody had a chance to shoot a Gearhead before they made a buying decision because I'm honestly of 30 years of bow hunting. I've never shot a better bow. And they're so not functionally. You can change the brace height on them. You can move your grip left, right, up, back. You can take your bow, say like your buddy, say you want to get a new Gearhead like I just ordered, and I want to give my or sell my other one. I gave mine to Jeff so he could use it on the TV show. It's his now, my black carbon. But I could take that and make it from a right-handed bow to a left-handed bow in 5 minutes. If I was a bow shop owner, I would have at least 2 or 3 Gearheads on my shelves or up in the bow racks because you only have to carry 1 or 2 bows and you can serve right or left-handed customers. I would always carry a Gearhead. They're just one of the best bows out there. But no matter what you shoot, as long as you got faith in it and you are happy with it, that's all that matters. And Skippy would want me to tell you that. I set up a lot of bows for people, and a lot of people ask me about them. I want one to promote. Well, there you go, Hoyt. GearheadArchery.com. There you go. All right, so we talked about the food plots. We talked about the mock scrapes, fishing season. Walleye season's getting ready to open up. This weekend is the opener in Minnesota. So good luck to our friends out at Fred's Live Bait and Tackle and Winnie Trading Post. Sean will have everybody taken care of. They got their shiners in, leeches. If you're going up north, please stop by Fred's Live Bait up on Deer River, or Winnie Trading Post by Lake Winnie. That's where I always get my stuff. And Sean and Ange, they just take great care of their and all the guides get their bait there. So if you want a good fishing report on what the fish are hitting on and where they're hitting at, go by Fred's Live Bait and they'll be able to tell you where you can go find some fish. That's why I was like going up there. Hank, what's going on, buddy? Tell everybody at Revelton I said howdy and happy Mother's Day. Revelton's doing well. Let's see. 5:20. Anybody got any questions before we go? Yes, I will announce the secret listener on Saturday still. I will I'll put it on social media. I'll let everybody know what's going on there. So that's still, send those screenshots in. Still got, and it's going to be a turkey related, but not a call. I already told everybody that. It's going to be a good prize this week. Dun, dun, dun. That it? No questions? Nothing? Nothing? All right. Well, stand by for reports from Wisconsin, and I will let you know what's going on. The Racks and Tracks Taxidermy Big Bird Contest. Like I said, Jeremy and Bree came over. Todd Rupert was kind enough to send a couple calls. So Jeremy has got those Weeby knives. We got some Weeby knives in there. We got a tree thrasher that someone's going to win, and you still got time to get your bird entered. And Jeremy will take great care of you. And then also too, I didn't think I told. I'm going to do this. If you buy for Mother's Day, if you buy a outdoor call radio tumbler, you guys are the first to hear about this on the network and on live stream. I haven't put this on social media. If you go to Racks and Tracks Taxidermy and you buy an outdoor call radio tumbler or a hat, I'm going to do a drawing for $150 off of taxidermy, a $150 gift card. So we'll do it for the first 6 people. Jeremy, if you're still on here, first 6 people, get mom a hat or a tumbler. Get her a tumbler. And hey, they can even make that like in pink or lavender. So you don't have to get it like a black one. They can custom make it for you. First 6 people, I will draw a winner. I'll draw 2 winners. I'll give one person a knife, and we'll give one person a $150 gift card for mom. Okay? Because I was going to do something for Norlander, and I ran out of time. So I'll have to do something. Father's Day is going to be something related with Norlander. Okay? So we'll do that because I always like to help the partners out when I can. Racks and Tracks Taxidermy, order a tumbler or a hat for mom. And Bree can make anything you want. And first 6 people, 2 out of the 6 are going to win. And hey, listen, I'll do this. Jeremy, I'll have Jeremy give you 10% off. Everybody's a winner right there. 10% off. Okay? Let's get some stuff out for mom. It's probably a little late now. But that's there. First prize will be a $150 gift card, and second place will be a Weeby knife. Okay? All right. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go. If you guys need anything, let me know. I told you about the contest still going. We'll announce the winners after the season. I do have some Predator camo gift certificates I'll be giving away here soon. More around Father's Day coming up. I'm interested. Well, there you go, Hoyt. I'm glad to hear that. I don't know what you're interested in, but you're more than welcome. Jeremy, you on? He was on. He was on there a little while ago. Andrew, he'll see it if he didn't hear me, he'll see it. But I'll call him after the thing and make sure he knows. So Racks and Tracks Taxidermy, look him up on Facebook. All right. In Knoxville, Iowa. He'll take good care of you. I think that's it. We got the big Delta Waterfowl Convention coming up July 24th, 26th. I will see everybody out at the iCubs on Friday night. And if you need anything, you can always get a hold of me. Otherwise, I will talk with you all soon. If you're going hunting this week, God bless you. Good luck. Plan your hunt your plan. Let me know how you do. I always enjoy seeing all your successes. Send me some pics, okay? I'll talk to you all soon. Let me get out of here. Oh, got you, Hoyt. I'm going to get out of here. You guys be good. I'll see ya. Climbing to the top with Gearhead Archery.